Hey all, hope you all are good. Welcome to my channel Sri World of Coding. In today's video, I'm going to show how we can use data flow in Azure Data Factory. So let's begin. Uh, as you know, data flow is used when we want to do transformation in our dataset. So I have two sample datasets. Okay, one is agent.csv and second is personal.csv. Okay, so let me show you my. This is a simple dataset. Okay, with this column agent code, agent name, working area, commission, and phone number. Similarly, this is another dataset with column ID, agent code, and age. Okay, so let's go back to data factory and click on new data flow. Okay, okay. Here you can see it shows add source. So click here. We will here specify our first dataset. Okay, so click here. Okay, uh, give a dataset. Okay, let's create a connection to Azure Blob Storage. Okay, here is a file. We have a file of CSV format. Okay, uh, let's give a file name as dataset underscore uh, agent. Okay, we will use the link service that we've created inside our previous videos. Okay, let's go inside source and point to agent. Okay, our first row is header. Okay, and click on OK. Okay, okay. Here you can see all our column names are being populated here. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's do one thing. Let's create another dataset, uh, another source which points to our personal.csv. Go here, click on dataset, click on new, click on Azure Blob Storage. Let's give a name. Okay, we will use the link service that we've used in our previous video. Our first row is header. Okay, let's go inside it and click here source. So we have given our path. Click on OK. Now let's do one thing. Let's join our dataset. Okay, so here you can see a small plus icon. Okay, click on it. Okay, here you can see uh, multiple input outputs. Okay, schema modifier, formatters, row modifier, flow set, and destination. Okay, I will show you. I will show you some of them functionality. So here we will use lookup. Okay, to join two datasets. Okay, here you can see primary source stream. So primary source stream is our source one, and secondary source stream is lookup source 2. Okay, you can see a connection is built and lookup condition. So as you can see in both dataset, agent code column is common, so we will make a join on that. Okay, so specify that. Okay, and click on data preview. As you can see here, my data flow debug is already on. Okay, so by default when you create a new data flow, it will be off, so we need to turn it on in order to view the data preview. So it will spin a Spark cluster in the background. Okay, so that you can view uh, all the data. Okay, as you can see after joining, okay, you can see all our columns are present. Okay, here these first five columns came from the agent.csv. Okay, and last three columns came from our last dataset. This means personal.csv. Okay, so it's still fetching out. Okay, as you can see, our data is being populated. Okay, now let's do click on again and use let's say matlab, we are doing a transformation on our data set, so let's use now sort. So what sort does, it sorts our data set either in ascending or descending order. Okay, so okay, so incoming stream for it is lookup 1. Okay, we will sort on column, let's sort on column age. Okay, age in ascending order. Okay, now checks the output of sort. Okay, okay, in the meanwhile let's do one thing. Okay, okay, so as you can see here, our data gets sorted on basis for age from in ascending order. As you can see, our age with record with least age comes first and highest come at last. Okay, as you can see, when we go into our inspector, you can see agent code is coming twice. Okay, so what we'll do, we will get rid of one column. Okay, agent code. So here we will use select. Okay, okay, let's uncheck these options. Okay, okay, as you can see, after unchecking, okay, after unchecking you can see two crosses. Okay, and when I will check it, okay, there is no any error. Okay, so as you can see in the output dataset, we have two column agent code. So let me try to delete it one, or okay, let me try to delete it one. Okay, so after deleting, when you go to inspect, okay, you will see there will be no duplicate column agent code. Okay, with name agent code. Okay, let's check in data preview also. Okay, so as you can see in these two options, skip duplicate input columns, skip duplicate output columns. When we check on this, if the column, if in our schema we have two columns with same name, so it will be one column will be removed. Okay, we can also okay, here we can see we can also update the name of our column. Okay, let's say let's let's update this column name to uh, work work location. Okay, so when you go back to here, you can see your column name updated to work location. Okay, now let's go to let's go to another transformation activity. Okay, so here let's use, let's say use conditional split. Okay, so conditional split is like a case statement. Okay, so it will split your data depending upon your conditions. Okay, so let's give a name. Let's as you can see in our dataset, okay, we have working area as Bangalore, London, New York, Bangalore, Chennai, Brisbane, Bangalore. So what we will do, uh, we will segregate our dataset depending on work location as Bangalore and work location as not Bangalore. Okay, so we will give the name work location location Bangalore or other. Okay, so here you can see when you click on here, okay, click on open builder. So here we will specify our condition. Work location is Bangalore. Here you can refresh to view and click on save and finish. So when we'll go here, click on data preview and click on refresh. So all our records with work location as Bangalore will be filtered. Okay, okay. As you can see in output screen, work location Bangalore, all all the records with work location Bangalore has been filtered out. Okay, let's go here and use or let's here go here and let's use derive column. Okay, okay. So here we are doing operation on our columns. Okay, so what we'll do, we in our dataset, okay, we have phone number says that this is my demo dataset. So what I will do, I will split the phone number on country code and phone number. Okay, so let's go here and type country code. Okay, click on add, give phone underscore number. Okay, let's give our expression. We will use the by default function which is split. Okay, it takes the string to split and the split character. Let me remove this. So we will splitting the data on our uh, column phone number. Okay, and the split condition will be hyphen. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so let me copy it and country code will be first, index 1. Similarly here also phone number will be uh, of index 2. Okay, click on refresh to check whether our column got splitted or not. Okay, as you can see, this is our country code and this is our phone number being split into two different columns. Okay, now let's create sync. As you can see, there are various other options also: pivot, unpivot, okay, rank, aggregate, okay. Then there are formatters: flatten, parsing, signify, okay, another. Now let's create a sync. Okay, so and here also let's create a sync. Okay, now let's create a dataset. Okay, to give the output path, we will use the same. Okay, link service that we've created earlier. Let's go inside input and we'll create a folder output here. Okay, okay. We don't want to import any schema here. Okay, click on OK. Here, let's go inside setting Okay, and we will run the pipeline and we'll then see what we can change. Okay, let's do also here. Okay, now let's create another dataset. Okay, for out. Okay, let's use the data link service that we've created. Let's go inside input and let's create the folder output 1. Okay, my first row is header and click on OK. So our data flow is ready. Let's create a pipeline. Okay, okay, here search for data flow and drag and drop here. Okay, inside setting select the data flow that we've created. We have only one data flow. Okay, now let's click on debug to check whether our pipeline is running or not. Okay, so it's in progress. Let's move back to our storage account to check whether our output folders are being created or not. Okay, as you can see, our two output folders are being created here, inside which our files are getting populated. This means our pipeline is being running. Okay, we can go here, click on preview. Okay, to check. Okay, as you can see, our pipeline is being run. So here you can see there are various. So what happened? Our data got partitioned. Okay, as let's move back to our pipeline. Okay, or go back to data flow. Okay, here as you can see in our sync. Okay, in optimize it's used as current partition. Okay, here in order to output in form of single file, click on single partition, go to second, clear the folder. Okay, and file name option is output to single file. Okay, and let's give the name of the file Bangalore agents.csv. Okay, and here same here also. Let's give a name others agent.csv. Okay, now let's move back to a pipeline and let's run our pipeline again. Or let before that, let me clear these two folders. Okay. Uh, okay. So pipeline run is in progress, and it's been queued here. Okay. Uh, so our auto refresh is on. Okay, and the pipeline is being run. Let's click on refresh here. You can see output folder is being created, and now output comes in form of single file here. Okay, here you can see also others agent.csv. The out now comes in form single file. As you can see now the pipeline run is succeeded. Okay, let's move back. We can check the output. Okay, and so through this video I've shown how we can create a data flow if we want to perform any transformation logic to our dataset inside Azure Data Factory. So hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly like and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day.